It's Saturday, November 5th, 2022, and we've only got Sunday, Monday, 2 more days before the election day. They will make uh, the decisions for some offices in the Senate, all congressional races, all state legislative races, and some governors. And I have put in the information down below where you can find out about early voting. There are uh, many of the 22 states will allow you to early vote on Saturday that are having early voting. And there may be about 7 that have early voting on Sunday. This is a list of early voting from the National Conference of State Legislators. But you may want to check also with your individual board of elections. They probably will have some information as well. I recommend that you do go and early vote and beat the rush on Tuesday. Also, be less chances for intimidation at that time. Uh, there is weekend early voting of the states that allow early in-person voting. This excludes the 7 all-mail states. There are some states that specifically allow voting by mail, but 23 in the District of Columbia allow some weekend early voting. Saturday, today, 19 states plus the District of Columbia provide for voting on Saturday. 7 additional states, California, Florida, Kansas, Massachusetts, North Carolina, North Dakota, and Vermont, leave it up to the county clerks who may choose to allow Saturday voting. So, in some states, it's up to your county clerk. So that's why I said you may want to check. As I said, in California, Florida, Kansas, Massachusetts, North Carolina, North Dakota, and Vermont, they leave it up to your county clerk. Tomorrow, Sunday, 6 states allow for Sunday voting. Alaska, Illinois, Maryland, New York, and Ohio. 7 states leave it up to county clerks for Sunday voting. Strictly talking about Sunday voting now. So if you're in California, Kansas, Massachusetts, Michigan, North Carolina, North Dakota, and Virginia, you'll want to check with your county clerk there. So you may want to play this over. Florida mandates early voting must begin, including Sunday, the 10th day and end of the 3rd day prior to the election for state and federal elections. So you're probably out of luck in those 3rd day prior to the election. So you'll have to either go to you're out of luck for those states. Local election officials also have the discretion to allow early voting in the Sunday prior to the election. That's in Florida. Florida is a different animal, so you want to check. That's a very pivotal race in Florida. So again, I repeat, Florida mandates early voting must begin, including Sunday, the 10th day, and end the 3rd day prior to the election for state and federal elections. So statutes and further details are listed at that website that I put there, and everything is sort of listed out. So if you'll check down below at the National Conference of State Legislatures, you'll get that information. Make sure that you fill your ballot out. If they require a signature on a mail-in ballot, you want to, if you're mailing in and your state And those states that allow mail-in ballots, all mail-in, are California, Colorado, Hawaii, Nevada, Oregon, Utah, Vermont, Washington State. You want to make sure that you check out that information on the website that I've provided as well. That's it. I think that by this time, many people have made up their mind. You want to look at each candidate and see which one is going to choose who is going to be the best for your interests. The democracy is on the ballot. Women's rights over their bodies on the ballot. While they're not specifically there, but you know your candidates that have taken issues on women's reproductive health. There are many state legislatures who have said that they will outlaw contraception. So you will want to pay attention to those states. I know we have inflation right now, and we had it 40 years ago. Inflation does not last forever, but when you do away with the rights, they may not come back. So please think about that. If you're in a state that will allow voting today, I recommend that you go to vote. If you have mail-in ballots, make sure that you either take your mail-in to the drop-off box, or either to a post office or a place where the mail will be picked up. And what I'm saying is, there might be a box at the end of the corner that you can drop your mail in to be mailed, but the mail may not be picked up today, may not be picked up Monday. So check the date in which the mail will be picked up if you decide to do a mail in.